Good afternoon, Dr. Moderano and members of the board. My name is Karen Filippelli, and I am a 17-year special education paraeducator for Howard County Public Schools, and I'm proud to say all 17 of those years have been spent at Oakland Mills High School. In my 17 years, I have seen education and the students I support go through numerous changes, both positive and challenging. The positives have included students receiving instruction in the least restrictive environment among their peers, more opportunities for our students with the greatest needs, the addition of allied sports, a focus on all students accepting each other and their differences, the advancement of technology to support communication and instruction, and lastly, the commitment and perseverance of my special education colleagues across the county to help every student, regardless of their learning differences, reach their full potential. This commitment has been and is still met with great challenges. The number of students requiring special education services increases every school year. Additionally, the multitude of needs students have varies each school year. Every day is different. A nonverbal student with autism may be in crisis, requiring 2 or 3 staff members to use their safety care training. Staff are often injured with concussions, bites, cuts, and bruises, sending them to Concentra for medical attention. The remaining staff are left to cover the class. Quite often, planning periods are lost. Lunches and breaks cannot be taken because there is not enough staff to cover during a crisis. But because we are dedicated to our students, we start every day anew. Many of our students lack the academic skills they need to be successful as they move from the elementary to secondary levels. In the past, review level classes were offered for our students entering high school with below grade level skills. This is no longer the case. As a result, paraeducators spend instructional time providing one-on-one support to a student, even though there are other IEP students in the class who need assistance. Without sitting directly next to a student, the student cannot remain on task. Students are frustrated, and we as educators are frustrated for them. The frustration our students feel results in disruptive behaviors or shutting down completely. Students come to us with trauma-based behaviors that interfere with learning. Teachers and staff need to spend a great deal of class time addressing behaviors before instruction can begin. These behaviors may be verbal or physical. To de-escalate a situation, a paraeducator may have to escort a student on a walk around the school to decompress, or escort them to see their guidance counselor, who may not be available at that moment. There are not enough school psychologists or guidance counselors in our buildings to support the number of students who need mental health services. While the number of special education students attending our schools continues to increase throughout the year, our staffing does not, which means our staff are faced with unmanageable caseloads. A well-written IEP that accurately and thoroughly reflects the needs, goals, and accommodations of a student will consist of well over 40 pages and take days to write. This simply cannot be accomplished within a school day in addition to co-teaching responsibilities and IEP meetings. For their own mental wellness, time in the evenings or on the weekends that should be spent with family and to re-energize is instead spent working on IEPs and IEP report cards in order to meet deadlines. The work-life balance is rarely attainable. Time to meet with support staff to discuss lessons and accommodations is limited. As a team, we somehow make it work, although we are frustrated knowing that with additional staff, additional time, and additional supports, so much more could be accomplished. Our students deserve nothing less. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
We have 2 more educators.